Well, it looks like we're live. Let me double check over here, just to double check that we're going to be going live. And welcome, everybody. This is Eli Gonzalez with Team Empower You, and it's our Wednesday night hangout. And Greg and I are here tonight. I just wanted to double check here. If you have anybody that you've invited, you might want to tell them to go ahead and refresh the page so that they can actually see the event. And it looks like we're going to be going live in a second here. Are
we live?
I think we are, but I'm not 100% for sure because it's not coming on over here. So I wanted to make sure that we are. I'm using my iPad, so let me play this here. It looks like we're live. That's awesome. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to make sure that we don't leave anybody out and they can actually see what's going on. And anyway, welcome. Tonight we're gonna go over some stuff that if you were on last night, was it? Last night, right? David Wood.
Welcome, everybody. This is with Team Empower You.
Hey, Eli, we're getting a double play of the thing.
Double play?
I just wanted to double check here.
Okay, that's good.
If you don't see it, you might want to tell them to go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Again.
Actually, Eli, it's still happening. We're getting like a double play right now.
That is weird. It wasn't playing like that on my.
It disappeared. Whatever you did worked.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close the window over here where it's playing. There we go. We're back. Looks good.
Good.
Good. So, you saw some. I don't know where you saw the link for the hangout tonight. We had some crazy pictures out there. Some of them had a greasy salesman. Other ones had real professional handshake. And depending on where you're coming from, you're wondering what in the world we're doing tonight, right? The last thing you want to be is a greasy salesman. But that's what we're going to talk about later in a few minutes here. I wanted to cover some things before that, and let me just bring a little notebook here so it reminds me. There we go. First of all, we want to welcome everybody, all the new people into the team. Without you, our team wouldn't be what we do, and we just love to welcome new people. The things that you're going to go through in the next few weeks, it's going to be a big learning curve, but at the same time, it's going to be fun. Make sure that you're connected with the team and connected with everything that the Empower Network does. Make sure that you're on the Monday night calls. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you something on my back office over here. And we're going to go over here into the back office because I want to make sure that you know how to get to the 8 core commitments. If you just started, today, I want you to make sure, and those are some of the things that we had on there. Actually, let me go back over here. I think it's on this side. And all you have to do, if you're in Empower Network, all you have to do is to get to your back office. Hopefully you know how to do this by now. Somebody has shown you, or maybe you've seen it on one of the trainings we have in the back office. But all it is just you go to Empower Network and you log in, and it actually, let me log out so you guys can see what it looks like. It looks something like this on the login page. You can actually go to just Empower Network like I just did earlier. Click on the login. You're going to have to use your username and password. Get in. And as you come in, on the left-hand side, there's going to be a lot of things here, right? The first thing you want to do is complete the Fast Start training. If you're brand new, you want to make sure that you go through this. And basically, their lessons are right there. When you click on that one, you can see the lessons on the right-hand side here, and they all go to 9. And the main thing that I want you to do is make sure that you go through all of these. Starting with lesson 2 is the first core commitment. Get all in. I want you to watch each one of these videos and go through all of this training. After you're done with this, go ahead and get back with a person that you joined the business through, your sponsor, and they're going to have a few other questions for you that can answer the other questions that might have come up through the training. But make sure that you go through this 8 core commitments, because these 8 core commitments is what will keep you in your business. It's that important. If you're not doing this 8 core commitments every single day, 3 months, 6 months from now, you might not be around, and not because of Empower not doing what they need to do. It's because you haven't gotten yourself into the right place and mindset by making sure that you're doing all these 8 core commitments. I mean, the biggest things that I, push forward, is actually these right here. Is the 6th lesson is the 5th core commitment: your daily inner circle audio. You want to make sure that you're listening to something that's actually going to uplift you, going to teach you something new every single day. And there's no better way to do that than listening to your inner circle audios every single day. At the same time, you want to be reading something daily, and it doesn't have to be anything in particular. We just want you guys to start reading, because sometimes we get out, and actually I believe that the stats on reading, like somebody actually picking up a book after high school, is like 3 in 100 people. It's like really nothing. Like nobody does it, but it's very important. I'm very much a believer that leaders are readers, and you might be, I don't care. I don't pick up the Sunday newspaper and pick up the comics if you want to, but read something daily. What you're going to find out is that it's going to become something that's very much part of your life, and then you can actually move on to things that actually teach you stuff. If you decide that you want to do this for a living, you want to do this as a profession, you might want to start reading things that have to do with our business. That's one of the things that as a professionals do, right? You know that whether you're in this business that we're doing today, or maybe if you're a doctor, even if you're in the trades, I mean, if you're an electrician or a plumber, they have what they can call continuing learning, right? You have to always keep up with what's going on right now, and that this professional is no different than that. And of course, we always want you to be on the Empower Hour call. The Empower Hour is on Monday nights, and if you're new, you might not know that, but Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, every single Monday night, and it's been going on for almost 3 years, almost to the date, because I know that they started before even Empower Network started, and it was somewhere. Actually, I think it was August when they first started those. But every single week, and I can't think of one week that we haven't had it for the last 3 years. And the nice thing about this is that it's like it starts your week out right? You need something to actually get you going, get you excited, to get your week going right. And there's nothing like that in Power Hour or Monday nights for that. Of course, if you have somebody that is looking into the business, it's a beautiful way to invite somebody to take a look at the business, take a look at the culture of our company, of how we try to actually not just sell people and stuff. We actually try to raise leaders within the company by actually having trainings like this every Empower Hour, and the Empower Hour every week. So make sure you're doing that. And of course, the 8th core commitment: make sure you attend the very next event. And the next event can be, or call tonight, or hang out tonight. The next event can be Monday night's Empower Hour. But the next big event, and this is what I want you to make sure that you're doing this, make sure that you grab your tickets to go to the next big event, which is going to be in Orlando, Florida, coming here in October. This is just, it doesn't feel like it's around the corner, but it is. I mean, it's going to be August in a week and a half or so, and if you don't start making plans now, they might, sneak up on you. And it's so much better that you go ahead and at least get your ticket right now. Don't worry about it if you don't know how in the world you're going to get down here. You're going to figure that out in the next few weeks, and we're going to be helping you to do that. So make sure that you're following all of the 8 core commitments, including that, making a commitment to attend the next event. So, there's other fast start trainings that each person that brought you on board will do with you, but make sure that you're doing at least this. This is, get you started, and it'll get you going in the right foot. Make sure that you keep up with minimum of these, the 5th commitment all the way to the 8th commitment every single day, and making sure that you get your business going on the right way. So that being said, let me see if I can go back over here, and what was the other thing that we were going to go over? I wanted you guys to vote on banners. We were looking at replacing the banner, and I'll show you here real quick. You probably saw it there. Got a sneak peek at it. But on our Facebook page, Greg called me today, and he mentioned, hey, what we have on there is a little old, a little outdated. Why don't we go ahead and change that out? And I actually sat down with one of our other team members, and it looks like Greg changed it to one of the other events right here. But
you're a little late. I couldn't.
You must have just done it. I was just in there like.
Yeah, I did it like 40 minutes ago. I couldn't look at it anymore. I was like, we got to change it.
We got to change it. Well, you've probably seen this picture, and Power Network actually used this picture on several of their lead capture pages for different things in the last 6 months or so. This was what, Orlando?
This was Denver exactly 1 year ago.
Oh, that's right. That was awesome. That was one of the best events I've ever been to.
That was. I will never forget that event. That's the event where they called us back, and there was this. Well, first of all, Eli, that was the event that they called us and told us to come in a couple days early, right? And took us on 2 buses up to a ranch for like an hour and a half drive up there, and it was acres and acres.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, left us up there, fed us, took care of us, gave us steak with a Power Network burnt into it, right? And had a leadership meeting with Dave, and then we get back, and then the main event's going on. There are like 5,000 people there, and the line just for registration is I think 1,000 people, and then they had a special VIP for us where we had a backstage entrance, and then I still remember I get the email, come backstage for a check presentation, and there was a check there of $73,000, the one that's right behind me, $73,000. I just could not believe it. That's
awesome. I'm trying to find that event really quick here. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it in time. Because I have some really cool pictures of the where we were at. But
yeah, we're going to do that again in Orlando, and I'm looking forward to getting some team members together, and hey, maybe we'll go down to St. Pete's and rent a boat.
That was cool. Actually, I don't even know what the boats are. We did that last time we were in Orlando. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I can't find the pictures, man. But I wanted to do something fun tonight with the team site. You don't even know about this, but and we didn't have a lot of time, and we're going to be changing this out probably. Again, instead of leaving it for so long, but instead of having we had a picture of a team. Actually, that might have been in Denver too, right? That picture we have up here. I think it was in Denver also. But I'm putting it up to vote, and hopefully you guys are at the team. I put it on my blog so you guys can actually vote. Where in the world did I put my? I'm just going to bring it up here. It's ELIGONZALEZ.com, EliGonzalez.com, and it's the very first one that you come across here. Go ahead and click on that, and you guys can watch it in the presentation here that we're doing right now. But what I want you to guys do, Blanche is already here. Yes, we're here. So anybody else that wants to vote, and it's going to go by vote. So Blanche is the only one that makes it to the site and votes, and she gets to decide, I guess. But hopefully all of you guys that are listening to my voice are going to go ahead and go to EliGonzalez.com and come down to the add a comment, and you'll have to be signed into Empower Network. So this is our team mostly. So go ahead and do that. Don't click if you're invited here by anybody else. Don't click on anything here. This is just my blog. Just go ahead and go here. If you decide that you want to join because of the training that we're going to be doing tonight, is just a very little like tiny little minuscule, nothing compared to what you actually get within Empower Network. And you're going to love what we have here tonight. So if you love what we have here tonight for you, when you get to the next event, to the next level, and you want to go ahead and join, go ahead and call the person that brought you, that let you know about this training tonight. And this is mostly the team site. So go ahead and come on over here and go ahead and you're gonna vote for one of these two. Now this is the first choice, and Greg, you mentioned that you wanted something that showed lifestyle, and that's basically what we're trying to do here a little bit, because that's what Empower Network is about. It's about time freedom. It's about being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. What else were you saying, Greg? It's like being able to decide for yourself when you're going to take a vacation, when you're going to be able to be with your family, when you're going to be able to, actually do what you want to do when you want to do it. I mean, you always say that, so it's actually a nice way.
I was on the phone. I was on the phone with a couple today, and they're serious about building Empower Network, and we were on the phone, and she said something to me which reminded me of something Jim Rohn said a long time ago. But she says, my time is more valuable than anything, right? And time's, and here's the deal: time's no good without money, and money's no good without time. And here's the deal: you can always get more money, but you can't get your time back, right? So here's what I will tell you: we're gonna change this picture, and Eli, you're just cool, because I didn't even know you did this. I don't even know how
This
you
was
did this.
done in last second, last minute. You know how you called me like 2 hours ago. So we have a couple for tonight. Whatever somebody decides, oh, you're gone. Your picture's gone. So I'm gonna go back over here so you guys can see. Hopefully, Greg will be back here in a second.
I'm here, man.
Oh, you're there. Decide whether you like this picture, and let's say you can say the one with the two couples, or two families, or the one with the one family, and they're both showing lifestyle, freedom, success, leadership, purpose. Your purpose can be to spend more time with your wife or with your family. Your purpose can be helping others. But a lot of times, when we have a purpose in life, we don't have the time or the money to do anything about it. And that's what Empower Network is all about. Getting you to the point that you have the success so you can have, actually do what you want with your life. So go ahead and vote. Do you like the one with the two couples? Or do you like the one with the one couple? And we'll go ahead and put it up there tonight, and then maybe by next week we'll do something else. We'll see. I was even thinking of doing this like every season, changing it out.
I like the
days,
second one.
like,
I like the one.
every event we have a new one. How's that?
I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think I like it better than the other one. Not that I want to, push the button one way or the other, but I think that this was a better depiction of the whole thing. And you got the boat. I wanted to have a nice car in here, but it was hard to find a picture that had everything. But of course, the next time we meet, maybe we could just take a picture of your car, man. Do you have a picture of your car? Go ahead and put a picture of your car up. That's a sexy thing. So,
yeah, it's funny. I still visited at 2-3 in the morning, and it still looks beautiful.
You sent me a picture, but I don't know where it's at. So if you have one in your computer, we can show it off a little bit.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you one in here in a second.
Let me see. Well, okay. And then this is gonna be all I can do right now. Is I didn't want to spend too much time on this, but if you like two couples, or do you like the one couple, and go ahead and vote, and we'll take a look at it in a little bit here. I'm here too. Oh, that's great, Lynn. And Blanche, both of you made it and were able to log in. And Tim, I like the family and the couple. Well, which one? Oh, the one that has both, Tim? Go ahead and you can put on there. But guys, go ahead and at the end of the call, I mean, we'll go back and see who voted for what, and we'll add it all up. And that's the two couples and the other one. Oh, and now we got the nice car. It's like, if we could add that to the picture, it would be the most awesome thing. I don't know if you guys ever been in a Maserati, but I used to my way back in the day. I used to actually do this about 15 years ago. I stopped doing window tinting cars, uh, but I used to love to get into these high-end Italian cars with a nice supple leather and stuff like that. And we got to drive it back and forth from the dealer back to the shop and then back again. And there was nothing like driving one of these cars. What do you think, Greg?
Oh, it just starting it in the morning rumbles the whole neighborhood, and it like
Yeah.
rumbles.
That's that thing looks like it's moving even when it's sitting there. You back up. Anyway, guys, one other thing that I wanted to go over, and actually I might leave it for the next training because we did that training, and I'm going to do that. I'm just not gonna do that tonight because then we'll be here forever. But we did a training a couple of Sundays ago, and basically it was last minute training. A lot of people didn't get to see it, and it turned out to be kind of long. So I'm just gonna redo the training and make it very concise, very how to use basically these hangouts that we're doing, like what we're doing right now, and use them on your blog, just like I did, just now with that my blog. Where is it? To be able to embed the video that you're watching right here, and you might be watching it here on my blog. You might be watching it on Google itself. You can actually send people to. Oh, you guys can't see that. I'm actually trying to show you the sites. Normally, most people would just send people to the Google, page, but there's nothing here. There's just Google stuff, right? Very little that you can actually do with. I mean, I have my picture here and a little thing here, but it's not the same as having your own place. So you can actually have it on your own blog, and you know how Empower Network blogs are. You can actually customize the whole thing so that you can have whatever look you want around it. This is just the way I have mine, but you can have all kinds of different customization around here, so it brands your company, brands whatever you're promoting, and at the same time people can leave comments, like they're starting to start. There we go. Go ahead and leave your votes there. Make sure. And actually, what I'm going to do, go ahead and do like 1 with the 1 couple or 2 with the 2 couples. Just write down 1 or 2 and do it one more time so that we can. When I go back, I don't have to try to figure out what you're trying to say. You put the number 1 as a comment or the number 2 as a comment, and we'll add up which one has the most. Okay? Sounds cool. But basically, next week maybe we'll go ahead and do that training. It'll be very concise, very step by step on how to do this, because I want all of you to start using your blog. I mean, there's a lot of ways to use a blog. It doesn't have to be just by writing content about something that you love. You can actually have video, and you don't have to have video like in the sense of having a video that you're sitting in front of, sitting in a couch or sitting in your office and talking to the camera like we're doing now. You could be outside doing it. You can have these hangouts. I mean, like, what was it last week that I was traveling, Greg? And I actually did it on my iPad. I mean, I literally opened up my iPad, put it on top of a table in some hotel in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're at the Cracker Barrel again.
Yeah, we can do it at the Cracker Barrel, right? But you can be out on your boat. You can be out riding around in your nice Maserati, man, and hold a hangout. But what I'm trying to say is that you can actually do all this stuff and put it on your blog, and it's a different way for people to interact with you, because they can actually not just see it, because normally we do it on, and I'm not going to even bring that up, we usually do it on teamempoweru.net, and you can actually be seeing it right now. Somebody maybe invited you to teamempoweru.net, and but there's no place for people to comment there. It's just more of a place to watch it. So there's different ways to do things, and that's going to be another one for you guys to learn, and we'll just go step by step next week on that. But tonight, I got to bring up those pictures again. You guys might have seen only one. You probably didn't see both. Let me see. The idea of being a professional salesman, right? And sometimes you talk to somebody about a salesman, And what comes up to your head? Like somebody like that, a used car salesman, just greasy looking, nothing professional, and they think that they're going to be able to ram down a car, whatever it is, down your throat, and you're going to have to buy it from them no matter what. And that's not what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about being professionals, and this is a business for professionals, and this is what we want. We want more of creating lifelong relationships with our customers and our clients, and maybe people that we're actually going to be partnering up and doing business with. So, and we're not here to get a quick sale. We're here for the long term, and if you don't understand what that means, just think about what Greg and I have been able to do in the last year, just because we actually met and actually did business before, and we kept that relationship going. That's the kind of things that you can actually do when you're doing it in a professional way. And Greg is actually going to go over. Let me go ahead and click on here. Some things that we're covering the last couple of weeks. David Wood went over some other things, but there's ways that you actually can hold a conversation, and that communication that you actually have doesn't have to come across greasy at all, and people react better than any greasy salesman presentation that you can have, and people will actually leave your presence thinking how awesome of a person you were, how nice of a person you did, how much you helped them out, and really you're going to say very little. You're going to actually listen a lot, and that's what we're going to go over again tonight. Greg, you want to get started with some of your word magic?
Yeah. So what am I talking about?
That you're hilarious, man. Oh, I got a bunch of Skype messages all at once.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of WhatsApp from India. I'm like, oh.
That's funny. I think my app actually holds everything, like for a while, and then all of a sudden it releases a bunch of Skype things.
Yeah, I didn't hear a word you were saying, because I know who's texting me from India. It's one of my boys from out here who's out there getting stuff done, and I'm like, what time is it out there? I'm like, why is he up so early? It's about 8 in the morning there. So
yeah. Yeah, you guys have weird time frames there, like half hours between time zones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say they do it. You don't. You don't live down there. You just spent a lot of time traveling the world. That's all.
Yeah, it's funny. My passport is expiring and it's full, and I had to renew it, and find it, and I almost filled out the special lost passport form, and then I remember something Dave Wood said, and it was something like just tell the universe or something, it'll appear. If it's here, it'll appear. And I waited, dude, and I found it in 2 hours. It just appeared.
That's funny.
So yeah, what am I talking about? I didn't know which part you were going to talk about.
Well, we talked about last week, about being able to talk to people in a professional way, so that you're not selling. You're actually trying to find out what that person wants.
Right.
So that they actually tell you. Basically, they tell you how to sell them. But people don't like to be sold, and normally, exactly. That's the way you come across if you're trying to sell. You can actually shoo away a customer that could be a lifelong.
I'll give you an example. So check this out. About 2 months ago, I walked into a Maserati dealership, right? And I went in there, and the guy, I swear, he was like Biff from Back to the Future, if you remember that.
Oh, yes.
He was like Biff. And he was just... I know what Eli's doing. When you see that face, you know Eli's doing something.
They can't see me. They're only seeing you now.
Right. So it's the vibe I got from the guy right away was he doesn't care who I was. He doesn't care why I'm there, except for selling me the car and making as much money as he can, right? And I literally ended up in about an hour walking out of that dealership because of the way he just came across, and this is a brand new car dealership, high-end car dealership. He just came across like a jerk. Then a month later, I run into this other guy at this dealership, and his name is like Stefano, like totally Italian, and he cares, right? And it's funny, I'm in Charlotte, and I'm going back and forth with this guy over and over again about what I want to do and get the car and stuff, and he was so genuine. So here's the thing: your first the first time you meet someone, they're judging you. Remember, whether you like it or not, they're judging you, right? And if you sound like someone that says, hey Lynn, you got to get in this thing with me. It's so cool. If you get in, I'll get rich, and I'm going to buy a Ferrari. Right? It's Biff. So that's what the car salesman looked like, right? But getting back to that, if I call Lynn and say, hey, you got to get in, if you get in this thing, it's totally cool. I'm going to make a ton of money. No, right? If I'm going to call Lynn, I'm going to say, listen, Lynn, I want to talk to you about something, and I know this has been the situation, right? Here's how I can help. That's the situation. Hey, Blanche, here's the situation. Hey, Tim, here's the situation. Here's how I can help, right? And you got to listen to people. You don't just talk. Like when I hypnotize Eli and make him do things that he doesn't want to do, like pick me up from the airport and stuff, which is totally out of his way, I hypnotize him. And how do I hypnotize him? I just let him talk. I let him talk forever, right? And then I finally will say something. Say, dude, come get me, right? I let him talk, right? We have 2 years and 1 month. We got to listen more, and then ask the questions that make sense. Not questions like, "Are you ready to sign up?" Check this out. I knew one guy in this industry. He never made a damn penny. He was in every deal, right? And Eli, he's the guy that he'd dress up in a suit. He'd walk the malls with his big old school earpiece, right? And his briefcase, business cards, broke as a joke, tie all buttoned up, perfect, and he'd go up to you and be like, "You enjoy my opportunity?" Walk up to people with application forms. "You enjoy my opportunity?" And it was the funniest thing ever. This guy was actually under Dan Stamen, and I'm like, "Who the hell trained you? You want to enjoy my opportunity?" And his voice was like that, and nobody would sign up. Nobody. And then someone like me comes along, or David Wood comes along, where they actually have a conversation with someone, and you listen to someone, and then they get started. Here's the deal, guys. For those of you, I'll put a little challenge out, okay? For those of you that have, let's just say you got started and you haven't signed anybody up yet. It's been a couple days or whatever, and you haven't signed your first person up yet, because we all know here in Empower, you just got to, let them hear Dave Wood speak, and they get started. Of course, Eli's going to play an income disclosure fee at the end, which basically says that no income is guaranteed whatsoever, right? See your income disclosure at www.empowernetwork.com/income.php. But let's just say this. Let's just say you got started in a couple days ago and you haven't got your first sale yet. And I could tell you this. Make a couple phone calls today. Send out a few Facebook messages. Ask people how they are. Genuinely care about them, start a conversation, ask them how their life is, show them a solution after you have that conversation, and I can't see how you don't get a couple signups before our next hangout. So there's a little comment box on there. If you're going to get a couple sales and try this, go ahead and comment in there, right, on where Eli sent you. Go ahead and comment right now. And let's see what happens. Go out there and start a few conversations. Call someone up. Be like, "Hey, how's it going? What are you guys up to?" And just say, "Listen, I'm doing something. I want you to take a look at it." Right? It's not, "Hey, you want to join my deal?" It's like, "Hey, how's life? What are you up to?" I remember there was a president of a company. He used to call me up and he'd say, "How are things going?" I'd say, "Well," he'd say, "How are you?" I'd say, "Well, business is good." He'd say, "No, how are you?" Right? When you care about people, they will join you, because people only sign up if they know, like, and trust you. And for those of you that were on the webinar last night with Wood, I'm telling you, those DVDs are working. They're converting, right? They're working. And all you got to do is be the usher and get them into people's hands. And every time I look at that yellow gun that's near Eli's printer, it totally throws me off. But yeah, I'll throw it right back to you. I don't even know. It looks like it's holding like Twinkies or something. Oh,
Hey,
of
you know where I
course.
got that? You know where I got that? I got that at Cracker Barrel.
Oh man.
I also got this at Cracker Barrel.
Of course you did.
Hold on.
Guys, Eli has this thing for Cracker Barrel. He goes and he makes $100,000 in a Power Network, and what's he doing while he's making that money? He's at Cracker Barrel.
Do or do not. There is no try.
You know the do or do not. There's no try. That's
Yeah.
what it says.
Well, yeah.
Plus,
I mean,
it chops little candies off.
of course, it has to give something for you to buy it, right? But look at this. I talked to Eli over the last 10 years. Of course, I would talk to him first before I would command him to just join, right? And I actually remember once I was eating some sushi rolls, and I actually, with my other hand, was taking down his credit card number and putting him into a company. And you can do that too, but you got to let the person know you care about them, right? So that's it, man. I mean, you guys are probably going to hear Dave Wood talk about a lot of this stuff, and Orlando is just going to be huge. So I'll tell you this: if you haven't bought your ticket to Orlando, go ahead and get your ticket to Orlando. And I know there's just some crazy discounts in the back office right now to do that. So if you haven't done that yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get that done, because here's the deal: you're here to make a difference. You're here to take care of your family. You're here to make your life better. You're here to create time freedom. Here's the thing: you got to treat it like a business. Don't treat it like a little $25 thing, or if you're all in, whatever you pay to go all in. Don't treat it like that. Because if you treat it like that, you're only going to make that type of money, right? Treat it like it's $1 million business, and get to the next event. Watch what happens for you.
Yeah, I just wanted to show them how to get that, because you're basically getting 100 DVDs that you can do your business with for free by clicking on here when you get into your back office. You have the different packages, and basically what you want to do is get this one right here, the 100 DVDs for one event ticket. I believe that it's what it was, $247.
Right.
They're actually, and you can't beat that. I mean, unless you're international, it's going to cost you $49 more. But $247 to get 100 DVDs that you can actually do your business with, and then on top of that, have the actual ticket that actually is going to give you the training. There's nothing like it. Most companies I've been to, I don't think I've ever been to an event that a company put together that was less than $300.
Yep.
And this is actually giving you the event and 100 DVDs that you can actually use to start conversations, to drop them off with friends, to send them over, ship them. I mean, you've already sent out more than 100 DVDs by mail.
Yeah, I've got another 500 that I ordered that I'm waiting to get delivery on.
Awesome. Yeah, and then it's it's an easy way to do your business, because I mean, you can actually call people up and and start a conversation, just like Greg said. It's like when you start a conversation and you don't start with talking to them about business, you don't do that. But as you go through the conversation, what's normal? The normal thing that happens is that you end up actually. The person almost always they go to the negative, right? They somewhere along the conversation, that didn't change the name. That's funny. Hold on, I got to do this. Want to join me? Did you see my bar? That's the one that you said. What is it? I love that reaction. That was like I didn't get you the. But that's the last thing you want to do is want to join me, right? But it's very simple. I mean, you start conversations. most of the time somebody's going to go and actually tell you what's wrong with their life somewhere along the way. But if it's not, a simple question can actually lead them to start talking about that. And you want that. You want that pain that they're having. You want to bring that up, and you doing that in a way that you're not being manipulative. You're not doing that for bad. You actually can bring that up and say, hey, how's it going with your, in your business? How's it going in your work? When was the last time you took a vacation? Things like that. And you'll see people start talking, about their lives and the things that are wrong, that's wrong with their life. And you're gonna need that. You're gonna need the reasons why they would want to do something different. But once you do that and they start feeling that, it's very simple to come back after you talk for a while and figure out, all the different things that are going on in their lives, to just, bring it back to them. It's like, hey, you mentioned all this stuff, and me and my wife, we were looking at, we were going through the same problems, the same money problems, not being able to go take vacations, not being able to spend enough time with each other. And we came across something that may or may not be for you, but I have a DVD that talks about it. I could leave it with you, and we can talk in a couple of days after you watch it. It could be as simple as that. I mean, we gave you all kinds of ways to talk about it last time. If you guys are really serious about the business, though, Greg, I don't know if you want to offer this or not, but I was thinking that if they want to hold a party, like a lunch party, basically, I'm thinking of like restaurants. Have you ever been to a restaurant, a mom and pop shop that's just starting out? They have all these new waiters and stuff like that. They have a new staff in the back cooking, and they'll actually invite the people that built the building, that maybe worked on getting all this stuff together, and they'll invite them, and they'll actually bring them over, for free to try out their food. It's going to do a couple of things. It allows the person, the people that are the wait staff, to get to know the menu and be able to help people out. It actually helps, the cook staff get to know how to do the dishes, the right way, and it gets the word out, which is the main thing that you want, that the little restaurant might want. They want for people to know how good it is to eat there, so they bring in all these people. And I've been to a few that I've been able to be part of, and they're sometimes it's free, sometimes you buy one get one free. They'll do some kind of special deal for everybody that worked there, and they'll do it for the first 2 or 3 days, of their business. It's basically how they launch their business, how they let the community know that they're in business again, their doors are not closed anymore.
If you look at the Wynn Hotel in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And here's what I'll tell any of you. Ask next time you're in Vegas a taxi driver what hotel he likes the best or she likes the best, and they will every time tell you the Wynn, right? And the reason for that is when the Wynn opened, every single taxi driver come there with their families and stay at the Wynn absolutely free.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what it takes. It's funny that you brought that up. This was back in my window tinting days. I was in Fort Lauderdale, and we had a boat from Royal Caribbean that was being christened by what's her name? Miami Sound Machine, the girl that sings for them. Gloria Estefan was christening the thing, and like a week before they were going to actually start taking passengers, they opened it up for travel agents to be able to go in there, and they actually let the travel agents in for free. We were actually doing the work and the bill and the boat while they were actually doing like this little 2-day cruise to the Bahamas or something like that. But they were bringing those travel agents in because they can get the word out. Hey, this is an awesome ship. You want to, and it creates momentum for your business. Same idea, right? So this is what big businesses do. Why wouldn't you do this for your own business, right? You're just getting started. Why don't you hold a party at your house, get everybody together, and I'm not talking go all out because you don't want to create such a big party that a person that comes to your party and wants to get into the business, they're gonna feel like I can't do this. So you don't.
I know Lynn's up in Canada. She's actually setting up a party.
What? I'm sorry.
Lynn up in Canada.
Yeah.
She's actually going to be doing a party at her house. She already planned it, and she's ready to do it.
There you go. And but you basically you hold a small party. You have cokes, and then sodas and things like that, chips. It's more of a just having a good time together. Of course, put some music on and what have you. But that's it. You don't have to do anything big. And like Greg said last week, just ask everybody to bring ice, right? Ice or Coke, so if you want to bring something else.
Yeah, and that's if you want to do this. Nobody's telling you have to, right?
That's true.
It's just an option if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to hand out DVDs. If you want to do a home party, do a home party. If you don't want to, don't do it.
Yeah.
If you want to blog. If you don't want to blog, don't blog, right?
Yeah. Everybody has a way to do the business, right?
Yeah. I was on the phone with somebody today,
and it's working.
I'm like, I've never blogged once. And they're like, what? I'm like, I don't know how to blog. And they laugh. I'm like, yeah, people in Empower laugh when I tell them I don't know how to blog. And they keep saying, have you logged into your back office? I'm like, yeah. They're like, then duh, I still don't know what it means.
That was last week. I remember talking to you. And it's like, where do you do the blog? And I said, well, you go look at your commissions all the time, right? In the back office. And he goes, yeah. And it says, well, it's the thing before you get to the commissions. Oh, and that's where that's at. It was hilarious. But it's not that we want to talk down blogging. It's more Greg decided that blogging wasn't for him, right? He decided to.
I was in another company. Let's just say an insurance type network marketing company, right? And they had people that recruited to sell. They had people that sold products to recruit. And then they had people that did group sales and went to companies and sold a ton of insurance plans to companies. They had people that got reps. They had people that used meetings. They had people that did home meetings. Some people used DVDs. Some people used sizzle calls. And don't worry, I'm going to put a sizzle call together.
Are you? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm going to put a sizzle call. There's so many ways that you can do this.
And what it comes down to, you actually have there in any sales. These are numbers that have been tested year in, year out for many, many years. You need 5 to 7 contacts with a person for the average person to buy. You're going to get the few that boom, buy right away. They either have done their homework beforehand or they're actually just, they're get excited and just buy. That's that kind of person. But the average person is going to get 5 to 7 exposures. And this is what you can do. You can have a DVD, that you can hand out. That could be one exposure. You can send them to a hangout like this where they're going to get some training. That's another exposure. Monday night Empower Hour. That's another exposure. And if there's going to be a local meeting in your area, that could be another exposure. Maybe making a 3-way. Again, Greg mentioned talking about doing a 3-way last week, which is another training altogether. If you want to do that, you're going to have to do that one yourself, man.
Actually, we'll do that. We'll do that. Here's what we'll do. For anybody on the team that gets a brand new sign up between now and next week, why don't we do a special 2-way call training?
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, we won't do 2-way. We'll do 3-way.
Yeah, well, the 3-way is it's a nice way to do things when you're starting out. You don't want to stay there, of course, but in the beginning, it's nice to have somebody over helping you out over your shoulder and talking to them about.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Anybody? Okay, so here it goes. Anybody that gets a sale between now and next Wednesday, send Eli or myself a Facebook message, and of course we'll verify it, and then we'll put you on a training for free that we actually paid several $1,000s for. We'll give it to you absolutely free.
There you go. And I started with with what you call it, voting thing, and now there's going to be like the call with all the perks. So it's like, hey, there you guys go. You actually have a week to either use a DVD, send somebody to the site. You could actually even send somebody, just tell them to go there, and give them your user ID. You don't even have to send them the DVD if you don't want to. If you've already talked to them, they've seen a few things, tell them to go fighttheforcesofevil.com and use your URL. I mean, your user ID. You can send them to, what is it? empowernetwork.com/commission loophole.
Yeah. Hey, and what we can do also is whoever gets, how about this? Whoever gets, I don't know, like 5 sales or something, we can get them 25 DVDs.
There you go. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that too. That's awesome.
Anybody that goes out and gets at least 5 sales between now and the next webinar gets 25 DVDs. And they also get to take a salsa class with Eli's coaching.
Okay.
I won't say anything else.
I was thinking of doing karaoke in Orlando, but maybe we'll have to go and do some dances or something, some place to dance.
No, we're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to somehow get to Miami that day. And
Oh,
come
that's
back.
funny.
Like, we're gonna have to teleport.
Oh man, no. I actually came across that karaoke that we did in Miami. Oh, you went there.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You were like, on the beach with David Wood and David Sharp and.
No, I was in the ocean. I was in the ocean.
Yeah, you were inside the ocean. Yeah.
I was in the ocean with David Wood.
1 o'clock in the morning or something.
What's that?
Like that was like 1 o'clock in the morning or something crazy.
2 in the morning. I'm in the ocean with 4 people, and 2 of them are Dave Wood and Dave Sharp.
Yeah. It's the event after the event is it's more important, and that's what well, just as important. I shouldn't say more. You're gonna get a lot out of the Orlando event that you can't get by going to Monday night's calls. This is why the 8 core commencement is what it is. You can get so much out of Monday night calls. You can get so much out of team calls. You can get so much out of even the training that you get as you upgrade through the different trainings that we have here. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and upgrade. Especially if you just started out, they have awesome deals. That first 72 hours, the first week, awesome deals on getting all in. And if you're going to do this for real, there's no reason not to buy it up front and get it all out of the way so that you can actually be part of this training that they're doing Friday night, right? Greg, David Wood said that there's a special training this Friday night. If you're all in,
is it tomorrow or Friday?
I'm sorry?
Is that tomorrow or Friday?
I thought it was Friday, but I'm not sure. I should have double checked. I was on the call, but I can't remember right now. Hold on. Let me see if I got an email. Oh, I can't do it from here. Hold on. Well, let's see. What in the world's going on with this? There we go. Well, Greg, do you have anything else to add tonight? Because
I think we're just gonna let people go out and do what they got to do and go get 5 sales and let's go. Let's go. It's time for action. It's time to take those DVDs and get rid of them. Don't use them as antiques in your house.
They're not coasters.
Yeah, if they're in your house, they're not making you any money.
Yeah. Let me see. And it might be that they're not actually sending any emails out until tomorrow because I don't see it here. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the deals up front to be all in. They're too good to pass up. And I wish I would have had that originally. It's like and you save almost $2,000 by taking those deals up front. So it's definitely something worth it. I don't think it's something that's going to be going on forever either, you know. So it's nice to have it when you have it. Well, what is it? We're almost up to the top of the hour. Let's go back over here and let's see what we have. I'm going to put you up here until I look this up.
Cool.
I want to see what the vote count is. Let's see. Oh, Blanche said it is Friday, so she remembered more than I did. And
that's the training with Wood, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, the special training with David Wood on Friday.
Right.
If you're all in.
You have to do something to be on that, right?
You have to be all in.
Okay.
So you have to have all the core products.
Okay.
Actually, I can show people in a second what the core products are. Okay, family, couples. Okay, so I think it starts right here. Blanche wants the 2 people, so that's 1. That would be 6. Let's see, which is number 2. Okay, she already had quote. So you have 1, I have 1, so that's 2 1s, 1 2. 2, that was Lynn likes the 1 couple. That's 3 to 1. And Tim wants 2 couples. So that's 2 couples has 2 votes. 1 couple has 3 votes. And see, I told everybody to come over here, and they didn't all come over here. So number 1 wins. So that's okay, guys. If yours didn't win, you might see it there in the next couple of weeks, and then we might even actually have a better one down the road here. So let me go to that email. Gotta find my. Let's see this. We're gonna take the one with the 1.
Hey, you're on my list. That's funny.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that come in. How do you save this? There we go. Messages. No.
Now click on at the top, preview, click file. Hold on. Click
No,
file.
I could actually do it from right here. I just did it wrong. If I click this, I can save attachment.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Large, and I'm gonna go to. I just want to save it somewhere I can save it. Documents. Save. Okay, so I'm gonna do this right now. See how it looks. Right at the team site. Where is it? Team. Upload photo.
Hey, don't you miss your HP?
I'll show you my HP. It's sitting right next to me. It's always closed.
Don't you miss your Windows?
It's actually not my HP. My HP was the one that got stolen. I got my Dell next to me.
All right, don't you miss Windows?
Yeah, no. What was it that I named it?
It's under documents. Right there. Third last one. Third one from the top. Bottom.
Oh, it was in the middle of the group, the things, because it went by. Let's see, I might have to adjust this a little bit. No, it looks perfect. Save changes. Check it out. We got a new banner.
Cool.
How you guys like that? Go ahead and comment, on the team side or over at the blog. If you're at the blog, that's fine too. And that's awesome, guys. Oh, and by the way, when you're in people's this is a shameless plug. When you're in people's blogs, if you like something, go ahead and tweet it, and like it and Google it. Anyway, share. Let's see.
Don't know what that means, but anyway, do what Eli said.
That's just a shameless plug for this. But no, it's one of those things that we should be doing. If we see something within the Power Network, or if we see somebody within our team that has written something that really is good, don't just look at it and then and then leave the page, or learn something and not even share with other people how much you learn. Go ahead and talk about it, share it, Google it, you can G plus it, tweet it. All of that helps that person out somewhat, but that's part of being inside a community of bloggers. Bloggers do that for each other, and they actually write comments. They actually have conversations, just like we have on Facebook. And a lot of times you go to Facebook, and there's all kinds of comments on a post. Same idea happens with blogs, and that's just a little insight into blogging for tonight. We haven't done a blogging platform, for new people, how to use it. We should maybe do a training on that in the next couple of weeks. We got quite a few things that we can start covering. But I definitely wanted to cover this tonight because a lot of people, they go out there and they just, they hold themselves back because they don't want to feel like they're being sleazy or, be a salesman. At the same time, being a salesman doesn't have to be what people think it is. And actually, and maybe salesman is the wrong word for us, what we do here, right? We're more of a professional communicator. What was that? That's funny.
I stumbled on this blog thingy, and there's Eli, you need to play this, man. You need to play this video. I'm gonna text this. I just found this video. You need to end with this. You need to end with this. This is from Denver. We were talking about Denver, right?
Oh yeah. Oh guys, hopefully that's.
I just did a group chat message to you. See if you can play that video and end with that video.
Yeah, I can. Oh, check it out. Hold on, it's redirecting. Hey. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on here, and I gotta share my screen. So, give me a second. You guys can see that? Give me a second. Also, I gotta do one more thing.
Yep.
I gotta change the speakers to be the loudspeakers.
And this video was at our event last year in Denver.
Let me see. You can see that?
Yep.
I'm trying to hit HD here before I start playing. It doesn't look like it's going to be in HD though. Is that too blurry?
It's a bit blurry, but we'll figure it. I mean,
let me see. I can actually do something else here. Being that it's Chrome, you can actually just make it a little bit bigger and not be too big. You can see it better right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead. That energy was awesome, and I think you were right here, and I think I was right here.
Yeah. I remember that. There were about 5,000 there.
Yeah, this is actually Miami. This is Freedom event.
No, this is Denver. This was Denver, man.
That's pretty cool. They were both big events, so. Actually, I think you're right because they have the two big screens on this one on either side. That's Denver. Oh wow. Well, good times, man. So with that said, we talked a lot about making money. So I'm gonna do this little thing here, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm just gonna end it up right with the disclaimer, just in case you want to know exactly what we do here. You can always find it at let the video tell you.
Folks, Obviously, the income examples discussed in this video are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document. If you want to see the average earnings, please visit the page at www.empowernetwork.com/income.php.
I just realized I never got to see this, so